Welcome back to the PSAC West Championship game. Steve Melfi along with Brian Novak, and 2 consecutive sacks, one by Clint Terza and one by Frank Andrews on quarterback Scott Woods, that put the IUP Indians in a 3rd down and 30 situation. And again, they're under pressure. Woods going to have to dump it off, completes it to Mann, and Mann's going to be dropped for a loss. Number 58, Jason Reinhardt, Rhino in there to drop him for the loss on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, IUP tried to go with the screen on that play. They figured, hey, if Clarion's going to blitz, why not read into that and let's go with the screen pass. Hey, Jason Reinhardt had none of that. He read that screen pass and dropped.
That's exactly what they did, Brian. They let the defense come in. They almost got the Woods, but that was the design play. They let him come in and he dumped the ball off, but Clarion did not bite on the screen, and Reinhardt stopped him for a loss, forced IUP to punt, and that was a big defensive series for the Golden Eagles. They will take over possession at their own 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Steve, we've had emotional swings the whole game. Clarion had it most of the first half, although IUP hung tough. In the second half, in the 3rd quarter, IUP came out smoking, and it looked like they were going to turn some of that emotion in their way, but Clarion has answered that. I think the emotion is swinging back into the Clarion favor.
Just underway in the 4th quarter. We got 15 minutes of football remaining. We'll crown a PSAC West champion this afternoon. Myers under pressure, tries to get it to his fullback, Jay Tanini, and shorts hops him.
Myers incomplete.
Number 90.
Second down.
Toby Thomason on the tackle.
Toby Thomas is the defensive end. I don't have, he's not the starting defensive end, so I really don't have any stats on him, but he did an excellent job of getting pressure on Tim Myers on that play.
2nd down and 10, ball rested at the 45, trips to the near side. Brown, Worthy, and Harper. Quinn to the far side. Tanini the lone setback. Myers taking his time, now rolls to the near side. Intended for his halfback, number 1, Damon Henry, and number 9, we've called his name a lot this afternoon. Also, Tomar Taylor's come up with an interception there on the coverage.
I'll tell you what, Steve, Tim Myers is, I think he's a little too anxious there. Damon Henry was rolling out into the flat, and he was open. Tim Myers, I think, just hurried that throw too much. Jay Tanini was the lead blocker there. He picked up his man, but Tim Myers, I guess, felt some pressure that I don't think was there, hurried the throw, and was not able to get it out to Damon Henry.
2 consecutive incomplete passes have put the Golden Eagles in a 3rd down and 10 situation. Ball at the 45. Myers to throw. Goes to his tight end, Brown, and number 19 comes up with a big hit. Ruben Monroe jars the ball loose, and the Golden Eagles will be forced to punt.
That was an excellent defensive stand for IUP Indians on that play. Tim Myers went to his sure-handed tight end, Tim Brown, on that play. Tim Brown was stripped of the ball by, like you said, number 19, Ruben Monroe, who the free safety. He came up, stripped that ball out of Tim Brown's hands, and forcing Tim Myers and the Clarion Golden Eagles to punt.
Woods and Brown standing back at their own 20 and 15. Myers on the punt. It's off a short kick. Out of bounds, where IUP will take over possession at their own 35-yard line. So Myers did not get off a good kick that time. And the Indians will take over for the first time here in the 4th quarter at their own 35. We're just underway. We played 1 minute of football here in the 4th, Brian. And the big defensive series at the end of the 3rd quarter for the Golden Eagles have kind of ignited this crowd, even though we do lead 22-20.
And they got to stop IUP right now. Clarion has got to come up. They got to answer that last defensive stand. They got to answer it to come up with another one, because they cannot afford IUP to get on the board here in this situation.
1st down and 10, and line up in the eye. Harris along with Mann. Play action under pressure again. Woods, he gets it off deep to the far side. Incomplete. It was intended for number 5, Derek Smith. But once again, Woods was under tremendous pressure and was knocked on his back and had to get the ball off in a hurry.
Well, Derek Smith was covered by number 4, Pat Spann, the 6'2", 180-pound sophomore. And him and Rick Giles, number 11, are platooning at that cornerback position. And they're doing an excellent job in coverage today. And Scott Woods has been taking many hard shots. I'm anxious to see now, Steve, if Scott Woods will be able to handle this pressure deep into the fourth quarter.
White is split to the near side, man alone setback. Again, Woods' pass is tipped. He tried to get it to his halfback man, and all afternoon, the Clarion defensive line has had their hands up every time Woods has attempted to pass the ball, and again, they bat it down.
It looks like number 97, Chris Haycock, got his hand on that ball. He's the 6'2", 210-pound defensive end, and it looks like he was able to get his hand on it at the very last second before that ball was snapped.
3rd down and 10, 13:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. We will crown a PSAC West champion this afternoon. Ball resting at 35. White split to the near side. Man alone set back. He gets it off to Smith. Smith's in the open field. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. Got one man to beat, and El Ponder, number 2, saves an IUP touchdown. Knocks Smith out at the 30-yard line.
Well, number 5, Derek Smith, has had an excellent receiving day all along. In the first half, he had 2 receptions for 44 yards, and also he had a touchdown. In the third quarter, he came up with another touchdown, and this was a big play for IUP. He came in, Derek Smith came in underneath all the coverage. They cleared the area. Derek Smith was brought in from the left side, brought all underneath the coverage to the right. Scott Woods found him. He turned upfield, made a big play for IUP.
They give the pitch to man. He goes to the far side. And good containment by the Golden Eagles, led by number 3, Sean Spencer, and number 96, Clint Terza.
Well, yeah, they've been doing that all day, Steve. Michael Mann looks like I said he's been getting a lot of yardage, but he's going from sideline to sideline. The defensive ends and the cornerbacks on those sides are doing an excellent job of stringing those plays out wide and letting the secondary and the pursuit come up and catch Michael Mann. And Michael Mann has yet to been able to break a really big run.
It's a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Indians. Man alone setback. Smith split to the near side, White to the far side. And Woods' pass is incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down situation for the Indians.
Well, Scott Woods was looking for his other receiver, the split end number 3, Jamone Smith, who's also had a nice day today. He tried to go out to the flat with a quick hitter right up the middle, right down the sideline. Jamone Smith just could not hang on to that ball. Brings up a 3rd and 5 situation. And Steve, I got to imagine we're in 2-down territory here.
I'll have to agree with you, Brian. 2-down situation. IUP has went for 4th down all afternoon, and Woods under tremendous pressure and gets it off again to his big tight end, McLennan, number 83. And here in the second half, it's been the go-to guy when they needed a big play, and they completed again.
Well, McLennan is a big target out there. Like I said, I've said before, I don't have any stats on him how big he is, but he's as big as some of those IUP linemen, and so that he's got to be a big target for Scott Woods. Looks like McClellan is bigger than most of the Clarion secondary.
Split to the near side is Smith. The far side, Smith. They give an inside handoff to Man, and he bursts up the middle, all the way down to the Clarion 2-yard line.
Well, that's the first time we've seen Michael Mann been able to break a play. He went right up the middle. It looked like he was going right over the center and the guard. And I'll tell you what, Michael Mann has some explosive speed because he was at the 2-yard line before Clarion knew what hit him. Michael Mann is 5'9", 180-pound tailback, but I'll tell you what, this man is all heart and all guts because he will take those big hits.
Now the Golden Eagles have their backs against the wall. The IUP starts out at their Clarion 2-yard line, 1st and goal. They give it to Man. Man up over the top. No indication by the referee. It's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Michael Mann had an excellent play there. He went right up over the top, but I think he was met by number 58, Jason Reinhardt, I think was able to stand him up and prevent Michael Mann from going into that end zone, but also, although he did pick up a yard, so it's 2nd and 1 to get into that Clarion end zone.
They line up in the eye again. Harrison Mann. They give it to Man, and Man goes right into the end zone, and IUP takes their first lead of the game. A 1-yard plunge by running back Michael Mann has put the IUP Indians on top 26-20.
Michael Mann I'll tell you what, he was the big play man on this drive. Him along with number 83, the tight end Scott McClellan, they were the key players on this drive, and Michael Mann's 1-yard plunge allows IUP to move ahead of Clarion.
IUP appears to go for the 2 points, and they will go for the 2-point conversion. They lead 26-20. Man the lone setback. They have White to the far side, Smith to the near side. They're going up top. Intended for Smith, and it looks like it appeared to be interference, but the ball was once again tipped at the line of scrimmage. So they give up the touchdown, but they hold their ground, and an important 2-point conversion for IUP is stopped. And the Golden Eagles are down for the first time in this game. IUP leads 26-20.
Ladies and gentlemen,